In 2020, I found this wall hanging at an estate sale in Hamden. It came from the home of an African-American man who was a collector of Black Americana and African-American art. This piece is an advertisement for Fairbanks Gold Dust Washing Powder. In the center, you see a basket of sheets with a box of the soap on top. On either side are two little black children in cloth diapers known as the Gold Dust Twins. The twins were the official mascots for Gold Dust soap made by the N.K. Fairbanks Company. The campaign started in the late 1800s and ran well into the 1900s. They showed up everywhere, on boxes, posters, store signs, always posed as helpers doing housework. The wall hanging itself is lithographed paper mounted on lightweight wood. Cheap, mass-produced, and meant to hang in general stores or even in homes. The typography and style suggest it dates to the early 1900s through mid-century. It was machine-made, designed as temporary advertising, which is why surviving examples interest collectors today. Now let's talk about what it shows. The Gold Dust Twins are caricatured black children, part of a long history of racist advertising imagery. They tied blackness to domestic labor. Notice how they're pictured with laundry, literally connected to the work of cleaning white households. That wasn't accidental. It normalized the idea of black people as servants or childlike helpers. That's why pieces like this matter. They're not neutral nostalgia. They're evidence of how racism was woven into everyday advertising and culture. Even something as ordinary as soap became a way of teaching who belonged in what role in society. Collectors value items like this in the $20 to $100 range, depending on condition, color, and whether the graphics are intact. But the real value isn't about dollars. It's about what they reveal. Museums and researchers keep examples like this to study how stereotypes were mass-produced and circulated in daily life. So when I show you this plaque, I'm not just showing vintage advertising. I'm showing a mirror of the past. One that forces us to see how racism was marketed as normal right there in people's kitchens and stores. That's why I collect pieces like this, because everyday objects tell the real American stories.